What are the top 3 foods that cause the plaque that you should cut out if you possibly can?
Well, processed foods, I think that would be like number one. So sticking to a whole foods diet. So you're not eating things that, nature did not make.
If it's packaged, don't eat it.
Pretty much. There actually are like good packaged foods and non-good. So it's just try to stay. Like if it has a label, probably don't eat it.
If it has ingredients.
If it has, the ingredient list is like, 15 things long and you can't pronounce them.
Yeah.
Probably best to stay away from it.
Okay.
And then, let's see, with other types of foods.
Out of whole foods, for example.
Like your fish is because you get your omegas, so the omega-3s are incredibly important. So eating fish, the smaller the fish, the better, just because of the mercury in them. So sardines are a really good one to eat. And then your vegetables to get your nutrients and fruits.
But what do I avoid? Except for the processed foods.
Food, mostly.
Out of the whole foods, is there anything that causes plaque buildup?
Not that I can think of out of whole foods.
Dairy?
Well, listen, I think that this is where it gets pretty intricate and where Dr. McLeod is holding back properly a bit because it's person dependent. And you really...
This is exactly why I was saying about the plaque.
You need to have a real... It's not a one-size-fits-all situation, and that's what's medicine 3.0, if you will, is basically precision medicine. So we got to look at all of your blood markers, including your microbiome, so including the way your bacteria in your gut actually change them, because they take everything that we eat and they alter it. And so we have different genetic predispositions to that. We have different environmental predispositions to that. So I do not think that we can tell one person to eat a no red meat and the other person to eat only fish. She is correct that fish in the diet, the omega-3s that come from that is extremely beneficial. And if you don't get fish in your diet, then you should be supplementing. Or you may get fish in your diet and turns out your microbiome and your body doesn't absorb it well enough. I had the most interesting thing we did my testing recently, and as you could probably tell, I don't know if the audience can, they definitely can't hear it, but if they can see me, I am tan.
Yeah.
And I'm tan because I have this terrible obsession with pickleball, and I'm outside a lot, and I get a lot of sunlight. And I'm a pretty big-boned guy. I like to eat. So when I found my vitamin D was low for the first time in my life at 60, it just clicked in me that we are absorbing things differently, not only as each individual does, but we're absorbing it differently over time. And maybe it's not just longitudinal time, which is like the older you are, the probably less likely you're going to absorb things well, but how about stressful times in your life where you're maybe eating fine, but you're not absorbing well because the stress changes your pH and all of a sudden your diet is different, then your sleep is different. So working with a functional medicine specialist, which I am not, Dr. McLeod is, she is a functional medicine specialist, is able to take those the functions that we're actually watching with blood tests and objective parameters, not just blood tests. It could be genetic analysis. It could be, exercise testing, VO2 max, there's a variety of things that she uses. But then adapting that to the individual is the thing that could answer your question best. In other words, what can you eat or not eat is an individualized thing. There's a lot that goes into it. We've all... we've all read the books, but it's really her ability to deal with the individual patients over time to see what is best. And she does confer with me as a cardiovascular specialist, so I tell her what we're learning, but then you have to adapt it to the individual.